If you've ever started a year thinking, this is the year I'll finally take control of my money, but ended up with the same financial stress 12 months later, you're not alone. Most people want financial freedom, but very few have an actual plan to get there. And here's the truth. Without a plan, your financial goals are just wishes. That's why in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful steps to create a financial plan for 2025 that actually works, not a boring, complicated spreadsheet that you'll abandon in 2 weeks, but a simple, actionable roadmap you can follow to build stability, grow your wealth, and design the life you truly want. We'll cover everything from setting clear goals, organizing your budget, paying off debt strategically, investing for your future, and protecting your finances from unexpected challenges. And I'll give you real-life examples so you can start implementing each step the moment this video ends. Here's the exciting part. It doesn't matter if you're starting with $10 or $10,000. These steps work at any level, because the foundation of a strong financial plan is not about the amount you have today, but about the decisions you make every day going forward. So, if you're ready to make 2025 the year you finally take control of your money, hit that like button, subscribe to Draw My Money, and let's dive in. Step 1. Define your financial goals for 2025. Before you can create any kind of financial plan, you need to know exactly what you're planning for. Most people make the mistake of saying things like, I want to save more or I want to get out of debt. But those goals are too vague to guide your actions. The one thing that separates people who succeed financially from those who don't is clarity. Clear goals act as your compass, pointing you in the right direction every time you make a financial decision. Imagine 2 people starting a road trip. One says, I just want to drive somewhere nice, and the other says, I'm going to Miami Beach, and I'll get there in 3 days. Who's more likely to arrive at a meaningful destination? The one with a specific plan, of course. Your money works the same way. Without a clear target, it just goes wherever the wind blows, and often it blows straight out of your bank account. So, start by deciding exactly what you want to achieve in 2025. Do you want to save a specific amount? Pay off a certain debt completely? Invest for retirement? Buy your first property? Be precise and put actual numbers and deadlines to your goals. For example, I will save $5,000 by December 31st, or I will pay off my credit card debt of $2,000 in the next 8 months. Also, separate your goals into short-term and long-term. Short-term goals might include building an emergency fund, paying off high-interest debt, or saving for a vacation. Long-term goals could be buying a house, retiring early, or building an investment portfolio. This distinction matters because it will influence how you manage your money, how much risk you can take, and what strategies you'll use in the next steps. Here's something that will supercharge your results. Connect your financial goals to your personal why. Maybe you want to save because you never want to feel the stress of living paycheck to paycheck again. Maybe you want to invest because you want your kids to have a better life. When your goals are tied to something meaningful, your motivation stays strong, even when the process gets tough. Draw My Money tip: clarity is power. The more specific your goals, the easier it is to create a plan that actually works. Now that your goals for 2025 are clear, it's time for step 2. Creating a budget that aligns with those goals so your money starts working for you, not against you. Step 2. Create a goal-driven budget. Now that you've defined your goals for 2025, it's time to make sure your money is actually moving you toward them. And that's where a goal-driven budget comes in. Most people think of budgeting as a punishment, a strict diet for your wallet that takes all the fun out of life. But that's because they've been taught to see a budget as a list of restrictions rather than as a tool for freedom. A good budget isn't about saying no to everything you enjoy. It's about saying yes to the things that matter most. Here's the mindset shift. Your budget is not there to control you. It's there to guide you. It's like a GPS for your money. Without it, you might still be moving, but you have no idea if you're actually getting closer to your destination. With it, every dollar has a job, and every decision brings you closer to your goals. Start by tracking your income and expenses for at least 1 full month. Be honest, if you bought a $5 coffee every day, write it down. If you pay for 5 streaming services but only use 2, write that down too. Most people are shocked when they see where their money actually goes. That awareness alone can free up hundreds of dollars. Next, apply the goal-first approach. Instead of building your budget around your expenses, build it around your goals. For example, if your goal is to save $5,000 by the end of the year, decide how much you need to set aside each month to make that happen, and put that money into savings first before you spend on anything else. This is called paying yourself first, and it's one of the most powerful habits you can develop. You can use the 50-30-20 rule as a starting point. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. But remember, this is just a guide. If you're chasing aggressive goals, you might choose to save 30 or even 40% for a few months to speed up your progress. And here's a pro tip from the 1%. Automate your savings and investments. Set up automatic transfers right after payday so you never even see that money sitting in your account, tempting you to spend it. When saving and investing become automatic, they also become effortless. Draw my money tip. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about direction. Let your money follow your goals, not your impulses. With your budget set up and aligned with your goals, it's time for step 3. Tackling debt the smart way so it stops draining your wealth. Step 3. Eliminate debt. Strategically, debt can be the single biggest obstacle between you and your financial goals. It doesn't just drain your bank account, it also steals your peace of mind. High-interest debt, like credit cards, is especially dangerous because it grows faster than most people can pay it off if they only make the minimum payment. That's why, if you want your financial plan for 2025 to succeed, you need a clear and effective strategy for eliminating it. The first step is to know your numbers. Write down every debt you have, the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. For many people, this part feels uncomfortable, but you can't fix what you refuse to face. Seeing the total might be a wake-up call, but it's also empowering because now you can make a real plan to destroy it. There are 2 popular strategies that work incredibly well: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. The snowball method focuses on paying off your smallest debts first, regardless of interest rate, so you build momentum quickly. Every time you pay one off, you roll that payment into the next debt, like a snowball getting bigger and bigger as it rolls downhill. The avalanche method, on the other hand, targets the debt with the highest interest rate first, saving you the most money over time. Which one should you choose? The truth is, the best strategy is the one you'll actually stick to. If you need quick wins to stay motivated, go with the snowball. If you're more motivated by saving money on interest, go with the avalanche. Step 4. Invest to build wealth. Once your debt is under control, it's time to shift your focus from just managing money to multiplying it. This is where investing comes in, the engine that drives long-term wealth. If budgeting is about directing your money and debt repayment is about freeing it, then investing is about putting that freed-up money to work so it generates even more. The most successful investors understand that wealth doesn't grow overnight. It grows because of compound interest, the principle that allows your money to earn returns, and then those returns start earning returns of their own. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world, and for good reason. Let's put it into perspective. If you invest $200 every month at an average annual return of 7%, in 10 years, you'd have about $35,000. But if you keep going for 20 years, that number jumps to nearly $100,000. And most of that growth comes from the money your investments earned, not the money you contributed. That's the power of starting early and staying consistent. Step 5. Protect your financial plan. You can set goals, create a budget, pay off debt, and invest wisely. But if you don't protect your plan, one unexpected event can undo years of progress. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when we least expect them. A job loss, a medical emergency, a major home repair. The 1% don't just build wealth, they build shields around it. The first shield is your emergency fund. This is your personal safety net, a separate savings account with at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you suddenly lost your income tomorrow, this fund would allow you to cover your bills without going into debt. It also gives you the confidence to take smart risks, knowing you have a cushion. You now have the complete blueprint to create a financial plan for 2025 that actually works. It starts with defining your goals so you know exactly what you're aiming for. Then you create a budget that aligns with those goals, making sure every dollar you earn has a purpose. From there, you eliminate debt strategically, freeing yourself from the financial handcuffs that hold so many people back. Next, you invest to build wealth, allowing your money to work for you instead of the other way around. And finally, you protect your plan, making sure that unexpected events don't destroy your progress. But here's the truth. Knowledge alone changes nothing. You could watch this video, feel motivated for a day, and then go right back to your old habits. Or you could take action today. Even one small step, writing down your financial goals, opening a savings account, making an extra payment toward your debt, will set the momentum in motion. Think about where you want to be 12 months from now. Picture the relief of having no high-interest debt, the security of an emergency fund, the confidence of watching your investments grow. That future is possible, but it depends entirely on what you do next. So here's my challenge to you. Before the day ends, take one concrete action toward your 2025 financial plan. Don't wait for the perfect time. That time is now. If this video gave you clarity and motivation, hit the like button, subscribe to Draw My Money, and share this with someone who's ready to take control of their financial future. And remember, financial freedom doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And today, you get to make that choice.